Hey guys, Deb here with Art and Grace. Hopefully you guys are not too busy and you'll pop on with me while I craft. I want to show you a really easy way to use just things from the Dollar Tree. So tissue and some of these little pumpkins, and you can get these little wood crates. And I can show you something super easy to do with these, and it just costs a few dollars. Hey Becky, glad you're here. Did you get the text? I sent out a text alert, so if you are not on my text alert system, you should be, and that way you don't miss out when I go live, because that would be fantastic if everybody could get on there. Let me see if I can add that real fast to here. And if not, so y'all tell me, are you late night people? Are you guys night owls like me, or are you just like winding down? So hi Karen. Oh, so good to see you. I know you're kind of a late night girl. Hi Tracy. Sorry I missed y'all. I think if you own your own business, you have to become a late night person, right? There's too much. You work all day, but then when it gets quiet, that's when you really have to get down to business. Some of y'all know. It won't be that way forever. Okay, I was having trouble finding me live. I had to scroll way down to find it. So, yes, Tracy, we do need to catch up. And go ahead and put your business link in here for everybody to go check you out. So my friend Tracy's in Louisiana, and she just opened up, or is opening up, a studio. You can explain it better. I don't want to miscommunicate something, but very proud of you. Anyway, I can't find it, and I don't want to waste any more time. So you can write text in the comments here if you want on my text system, and I will get it to you. So bless your art. Yeah, so put the link if you're able. But let me turn this down. Oh, well, you can see. Y'all can see pretty good, right? You can see everything on my little table. So I'm going to just kind of get right to it. I've got this little wood crate. This actually came from Michael's, but you'll see them at the Dollar Tree, and they might have something written in here, or like, something glued to the back, and you can use those. I use those all the time. I'll just take off whatever's in it and just paint over it, sand it, whatever I need to do. But this came from Michael's. I've got tissue paper that did come from the Dollar Tree. So my colors for fall are navy and copper, and so really all I wanted this tissue for was this beautiful blue plaid. But yeah, I'll use the rest. But anyway, I just need a little square, so this is going to last me a long time. I'm going to use one of these little pumpkins. They come from Dollar Tree, and they've got the little thing on the back, which I don't need. You can just pull this out and maybe save it and reuse it on something else, because we're just going to need the pumpkin. I don't even need the stem, because if you'll look at these, they're not great. They're just a little plastic stem, and we can do better. So I'm going to dress this up with something else. Yes, put that in there, Trace. And we're going to need some beads. Now, honestly, you do not have to have these beads. If you have these beads, I'm going to show you an option. Thank y'all all for being here, by the way. And for anybody who doesn't know me, or you're just popping in for the first time, my name is Deb. I own Art and Grace, where I love to show women how to reduce stress, increase joy, and find a supportive community through art. So a lot of the people that you'll see in the comments are just that supportive community. We care for each other, we support each other, we we kind of make the rounds, and if somebody's doing something, we watch, and when we can. And so welcome. I'd love to have you again, so hang out with us. But anyway, if you want to use these beads and have them, that's great. You can use them. And I've strung some up on jute here, and that's, one way to use this. But you can also get creative in other ways. So you can take this and make it a shelf sitter, and you wouldn't need the hanger. So let me just show you what I have up my sleeve, and we'll chit chat as we work, right? So let me get some paint out so you guys don't think I'm just going to sit and talk the whole time. Showing the building tomorrow. That's so exciting. And I know you want to get the right people in there, and people that are going to be serious about their business, and you guys can all grow together. And that's wonderful. I'm proud of you, proud for you. I've seen a few posts, but just, you know how it is. You don't slow down enough to I mean, you know, I don't even have to explain. We're all just way too busy, aren't we? So I'm going to take this little crate, and the first thing I'm going to do is start painting so that this will dry. And it dries very fast because this is just dry wood. And, you know, it's going to soak up some of the wood. I mean, I'm sorry, some of the paint. But for this purpose, I don't need a base coat. I'm just going to get this on here, let it dry, and we'll kind of go on to the next step. But use any paint that you have on hand. Use any colors that you want. So if your colors are traditional, you know, you could paint this any color. You honestly don't even have to paint this. It's kind of an extra step. Sorry, my hair's driving me crazy. That I like to do because this tissue paper is going to be thin and I don't want a light background. So if that makes sense. So see how thin it is? If I put it in here on just raw wood, it'll be real light. But when I put it up against that dark, it's, I think, going to look better. So it's just an extra step that you don't have to do. And of course, you might use scrapbook paper. It doesn't have to be tissue paper. So anyway, yeah, I just want to get some of this paint on here because I have a tendency to chat and I don't want to just sit and chat and y'all are sitting there going, okay, I'm switching the channel because this lady's just talking. So anyway, y'all tell me something good. I need some good news today. I want to hear if y'all had something good with your kids or with yourself. And even if I don't know you, please put it in the comments because it just lifts everybody up that comes along and reads it. So put your praise or your something that you're grateful for or something good that happened. Because honestly, we need more good news, don't we? We need more good news. So, hi, Carrie. Oh, my goodness. I know you're not making this because you probably don't have the stuff, but Carrie's my rock star who anything we do, she does. Like, she can paint anything, create anything. Yeah, Becky, exactly. I know. It definitely dictates whether we can stay up late, doesn't it? I used to have to be at work at 6 to 2:30 was my shift at the hospital. And yeah, I mean, I couldn't stay up too late. I'm looking for some good news. Marty, you sweetheart. I know you're tired because this is an hour later where you're at, but thank you for popping in. But don't ever feel like y'all have to stay. I love for y'all to come and hang out all night if you can, but come say hi and see what I'm doing and then watch the replay if you need to. I get it. We're all, you know, we just need more hours in the day, don't we? But at the same time, I'm a firm believer in taking time for yourself. So if it's something that you can sit back and it's relaxing for you to sit and watch somebody create, then do that and do more of it. Because, you know, we need more calmness and more peace and more. And that's kind of my why I do what I do, is to show women in particular that, you know, you can't do it all. You need to stop at a certain point and put everything away for the day and just add it to your to-do list the next day or delegate it to one of the kids or whatever. But you've got to have some downtime and you've got to have some relaxation. And when my mom had Alzheimer's, which a lot of y'all probably know, so bear with me, I won't go into the long story, but when she was really suffering with that and things got really busy with that, art is what God used to just kind of slow me down for a little bit and just let me have some downtime. And you've got to have that. You've got to have it. So it's art for some people. It might be cooking or reading or whatever it is. But man, I encourage you women to be sure, yes, you're working hard and you're making things happen, but be sure you're taking some time to relax and to just unwind and de-stress. So, okay, so I am going to, this is kind of weird, but I am going to cover up, almost out of my, you know, you run out of the weirdest things, but I'm almost out of black and white paint, so it's time to put in an order. But anyway, I'm going to just touch this up because I was not careful. I was trying to look at comments when I was painting. So I'm just going to barely kind of go over that. It's not a big deal. I think my paint color will cover it fine. So what I'm going to do is go to my next color. And I'm going to use this. So I told you my colors are copper and navy for this season. So there's two colors that I'm in love with. This one is Worn Penny and this one's Bright Copper. So you can see the difference. Worn Penny is just like it says. I mean, it looks just like a worn penny. And then there's the Bright Copper. So they're both gorgeous, either one, but I'll use this. I have a lot more of it and I don't want to waste your time trying to get that other one out of the bottle. But all I'm going to do is paint the rest of this in that color. I am going to remove this. I forgot to do that. You're going to, okay, so let's see some good news, guys. Oh, thanks, Trace. Going to a tag sale tomorrow at a church. Oh gosh, yes, Carrie. I need pictures. So be sure and post what you find. Oh, Marty, bless you. That is so good because I'm just heartbroken for everybody dealing with this, and you know, I know more will. So good. That is fantastic news. And you guys be careful. Hi, Christy. Thank you for popping in. I know my friend Christy is a late night girl because there's been times where I'm like, okay, I've got to do one more thing before I go to bed. I've got to get this uploaded or whatever. And you know how sometimes Facebook will say, was it Facebook or Instagram? Somewhere I've seen Christy was online and I was like, what? What's she doing up? So girl, I know we're two peas out of the same pod, right? Let's see what other good news we have. Good, Marty. I'm glad you're here. Oh, hi, Amy. Bless you, because I know you're probably exhausted. Amy was just live over in the Art and Craft Showcase. If y'all are not in the Art and Craft Showcase, why? Why not? It's so fun. Hi, April. I love you. I'm glad you popped in. Okay, I can't do this because this is what I do. I want to read every comment, and I literally will when this is over because I love what you guys have to say, and I love replying. It's so fun for me, but I know that I've been on the other end when you're just sitting there like, okay, come on, lady, do your thing. So I'm going to try to do my thing and chit chat because I don't want to bore y'all, but thank y'all. And I cannot wait, especially for the good news. That's what I'm like. I can't wait. So if you're just popping in or you're on the replay, please type in some good news. Everybody that comes behind you can smile a little, and you know, we just need more. So anyway, y'all tell me what your go-to colors all are for fall, and do you add anything like buffalo check or and do you call it buffalo check or buffalo plaid? Because I know I don't know, I think I call it both, but obviously buffalo check just came out. But as soon as I said it, I was like, wait, buffalo plaid, which is it? Or, you know, like an odd color, maybe you add in, not odd, but a different color than the traditional. So a lot of people are using the, that green, I don't even know, it's not seafoam green, but moss green, I guess, would be a better description. And I think that's so pretty. So y'all tell me what you're doing. I've got a fall candle going. If I could, I would have some hot tea or something. I'm totally down for fall. I know we were talking in the Art and Craft Showcase. Amy mentioned not being ready for summer to be over, but she's in New York, or not, I'm sorry, West Virginia. Wait, what's wrong with me, Amy? Hold on. I'm having one of those moments, you know, senior moments. I'm about to turn 55. So, you know, you just go blank for a second. So, Amy, if you're on, what's wrong with me? Marty, you know where she is. That's crazy. But anyway, she is where she can get, like today was probably only 90 for her. And we're just, here in Texas, we're done with it. Most of us. Unless you've got a pool or a boat with a lake, you know, there's just no good right now. So we're all just dreaming of fall. Okay, so do y'all see how that's coming together with the pretty two colors? So you just picture this in whatever your colors are. I almost want to go put my hair back or put it in a ponytail. But picture it in whatever colors you love and matching your decor. If you have a little shelf when we're done, this would be super cute on a shelf. But of course on a tier tray or anything like that. So let me just do 1 second of the heat gun. Oh, y'all are so nice. And I'm going to just kind of, oh, yes, I love the teal. Joyce, that is a good color. It is, Marty. I love this copper. Buffalo Check Christy, I love it too. So are you in the black or the gray? Because both of those are really in. Yeah, Joyce, I love the bright teal too. Buffalo Check. Oh, Carrie, how fun. So he can come pick you up and take you to dinner? Or I guess you'll take him, but he can pick you up. Okay, well, I don't see a ton. Yes, April, all the soups and, you know, just everything. The food is better. The clothes, in my opinion, are better, like sweaters and blankets and fuzzy socks and all of that. Okay, so now I've got some Mod Podge, and I use the matte whenever I'm doing something like this. I love glossy for ceramics or anything like that I need a really pretty sheen. But on this, I'm just going to use matte. And I just use any old brush. I do try to find one of my, you know, crappy brushes. So this is just a, you know, old, cheap boar's head brush. So we'll try that. And I am not the decoupage queen. So if you've been taught a better way, which I'm sure most of you have, especially if you follow Miss Tracy, now that's the decoupage queen. But you do what they tell you to do. But I'm just showing you what I do. I guarantee you she would probably, well, she wouldn't like my way. Because I'm quick and kind of messy. I just get this on here and slap my little paper on there. It doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't have to be perfect. No one's going to get up here and inspect this. Now, if I was making it for someone else or selling it or something, that's different, but I'm not. This is just going to go on my little shelf. So just slapping some of this glue on here. I'm going to take my, oh, I didn't even cut it to the right size, y'all. I did pre-cut this out, but I did not size it, so that's a problem. I need to quickly just cut this down a little. I did kind of I was like, well, let me see how I can speed this up. Because I was like, hey, you know, nobody needs to see me sit and cut tissue paper. You guys got that. But I do love showing how you can take something from the Dollar Tree especially and make something cute out of it. Because for a lot of us, we make these things and then we may not use them next year. We may just use it this one year. Because crafters, we're constantly changing. So, well, this one may not be perfect because you see how I'm doing it, I should have done this first. And when I saw it sitting here all cut nice, I thought I did. I forgot that I really just quickly cut it out kind of small. So y'all hang with me. And if anybody else has any good news, leave it in the comments. We'll just load it up with good news. I hope somebody is thinking of something. So this is another reason I know Miss Tracy would not approve, because I did not do that the right way. But I just am doing just what I'm doing, you know, kind of getting it in here. Now, obviously that is too long. So I can take my X-Acto knife, I bet, and cut, but I don't know where it is at the moment. Y'all are so nice to hang because you're probably like, oh my God, what did I get into? Okay, so that's an easy trim we can do right here, and then we're done. Okay, so I just am taking my finger and kind of, you know, smoothing it out best I can. because when it's on your shelf or whatever, nobody sees any of the wrinkles. This is cheap Dollar Tree tissue paper, so I don't know, Miss Tracy probably could, but I started to say I don't know that anybody could get all the wrinkles out, but I just don't find it to be a big deal personally. But you know, y'all do whatever you've been taught that you like better to make it neat and nice. But then I just put another coat of this Mod Podge over the top of this. And I do say be careful. I'm not really being too careful. But your paper can tear because it is super thin, especially this type from the Dollar Tree is pretty thin. But I'm being pretty careful, but I want to speed it along. But when you're doing yours, take your time. There's no reason to rush. And just get that coated down, and then it's in there for good. Until, I mean, you can paint over it or whatever, but this little box was only $1. That's why I say if I don't want to use the same colors next year, I can give it away or put it in the garage sale or chunk it and not feel too bad. So we got that. And let me hit this with a dryer for about 45 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds while I read some comments. Yes, wrinkles give it character. Okay, so I don't see any other good news. If you have any good news, does anybody have any kid reports? Because I know school has started here, so does anybody have any good news? Like my kid made a friend or overcame something? That's always good to hear. But I think I started to tell you guys that, hi Anastasia, hi Jane, I'm so glad you girls popped in. Awesome. I think I started to tell y'all that I use art and crafts for relaxation. So that's why I don't care if they're perfect. I just want to have fun and create something with my hands and get my mind off of my troubles. So when my mom had Alzheimer's and things got really bad, I mean, art is what got me through. Of course, God. I mean, that goes without saying for me. But art and just getting away for about 30 minutes, maybe sometimes longer a day, was so helpful. So after she passed and some time had gone by, I just became passionate about helping other women find a way through art or crafts to reduce stress. I am grabbing some Jenga blocks out of my little block stash here. If you don't have any Jenga blocks, you can find something similar, but they're like, you know, if you don't know what they are, they're these little blocks. And I'm going to glue a couple together. And at the Dollar Tree, these come in a big package of quite a few, and for obviously just $1. But I'm going to glue these two together with just some hot glue. I use the Gorilla Glue hot glue, so it really works well for wood. Yes, she is rodeoing, isn't she? I haven't seen anything in a while, but I love seeing all of your kids, whatever it is, because mine are grown, and you know, it's fun to see what y'all's kids are doing and up to. Where's my plate of... Okay, well, I should probably show y'all this anyway. I had a little plate of grass sitting out somewhere, but I must have covered it up or something. But so you can get this at the Dollar Tree, and I think it was just one. So you get one of these for $1. And what I did was I just take some pliers or whatever and get in here and just pull some of it out. And once you get it started, it comes out really easy. But be warned, you know, it'll make a mess, but you just need some of it out, because what we're going to do is we're going to make some small little hay bales. So I'm just going to, y'all, somebody should have told me. Y'all could probably see that in the camera shot, and I'm over here going, I don't know where I worry about myself sometimes. I don't know where my plate of grass is. It's like people that have their glasses on top of their head and say, I can't find my glasses anywhere. Oh, these birthdays are really starting to catch up. But anyway, so I'm going to make little hay bales out of these. And I think they're just the perfect size for something like this. And you can probably find them. I'm sure they have these little tiny mini hay bales somewhere. But I didn't see any when I was out. I went to Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree. So I thought, well, I'm going to make my own. It's no big deal. So I'm just putting some hot glue. You can use whatever craft glue you have. It doesn't have to be hot glue. And then just, you know, sticking that to it. And it's very easy. You're just... But, you know, when you see me or anybody do things like this, think about, what can I do? Like, so you may not need hay bales, but do you need a little block of, you know, glitter or whatever? So I love finding purposes for things like that, or things that I may have and haven't thrown away. And so you could take a cardboard box and cut it down, you know, just cut little pieces of cardboard, stack them up, and then you've got the same shape. And then you can just maybe cut up raffia. So, you know, kind of using what you have to do something similar to what I'm doing. My glue's not coming out. I love this glue gun. I don't know why it's not. It's on. But anyway, we've got a little hay bale. Isn't that cute? So nobody would ever know that it's Jingle Blocks under there. Thanks, Carrie. Hi, Jennifer. I was thinking about you today, and I was like, man, I need to call her. I just need to call because we miss each other, and I don't know what's going on with you. So, yes, I'm so glad you're here tonight. Do you have any good news? Anybody who's popped on, if you have good news, put it in the comments, because I'm trying to fill the comments with something positive, because there's just too much heavy, and it's heavy. We need to be praying and concerned, but I also want to be thankful for any of the joy that we have, and be grateful for, you know, the small things. We have a lot to be thankful for. So I'm going to take this little block, and I'm going to kind of put it in here, kind of catty cornered a little bit, so that it pops out, and just because that way it's not the same, you know, it's something a little different. So I'm just putting that catty corner, and then I'm going to take one of these, you know, you get these little pumpkins on the thing, so just take this off. You might use it for something else. Take the stem off. You might use that for something else. And like I said, I had my box cutter out, but since it's probably right, y'all probably see it, right? You probably see it somewhere around me, and I don't see it. So if you do, you just put up the laughing emojis, and I'm just gonna make do, because that's what I do. I just make do. So I'm gonna just cut this down the middle best I can. You can use, you know, a kitchen knife or whatever you have, if you don't have a good sharp knife. Hi, Terry. Thank you. What was a great idea? I don't know, but thank you for saying that. Hi, Linda. So, Christy, I don't know. So, when y'all make a comment, I'm like, I don't know which one was a good idea, but okay. So, I've got half my pumpkin now, and then I've got this half. Now, if you like this color, then that's all you have to do. You can start building, but you see that that's not going to be the best color for my little thing. So, that and get back my paint, and let's make this a prettier color for what I'm doing. So I'm gonna grab maybe some orange. I know the pumpkin's orange, but I don't want this to turn out orange, so I'm gonna put some white. I actually do have more white, it's just not handy. Okay, put some white out, and then let's use we'll use some of this copper. That will be pretty. I'll probably use this darker one this time. Okay, so y'all with me? Won his first scrimmage. That's fantastic. Okay, so I think I've seen him, and I think I want to say 15 or 14, right? Am I close, Linda? Okay, so I'm just going to kind of slap some paint on here. Like I said, you know, nothing I do needs to be perfect. And if you want yours to be better, you know, then go ahead. But I'm just going to start kind of coloring this thing with the colors that I put out. This is just a kind of a base color right now. I can go back and add some of that copper to make it really pretty. But right now I'm just kind of getting a base on it. And if I was not doing a live, I would have thought through and painted this right after this, I would have painted these. And that way they could be drying, but you know, sometimes I just am talking and not really paying attention. So I can easily hit these with the heat gun, and they'll be dry in 2 seconds. And then do the same thing with this one. So just slapping it on. And you're going to be surprised at the end result. It's going to be cute. Are y'all Dollar Tree shoppers? I know some of you, and I know some of you are, but I don't know everybody on here. And I'm picking up some blue. I love to go to a Dollar Tree if I don't know the Dollar Tree, if it's, you know, not in my hometown or something, because, you know, they're all a little different and they all carry, you see different things sometimes. And some of the things I see people find, I'm like, they don't have that at mine. So it's kind of fun to pop in different ones too. And if you're not a Dollar Tree, where do you like to find things? So obviously probably Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but like, is there any other good places I need to know about? Yeah, me too, Jennifer. Oops, y'all. Let me hit this with some heat, not glue. And this is just a little trick, but I will kind of prop something around it because they're very lightweight and they'll kind of blow. But I'm not going to use a real high heat. You could take like a little stick and stick it down into your pumpkin, you know, and then hold it up that way. And so whatever you have around is fine. Yeah, Marty, Dollar Tree. Everybody does. That's the thing. And they know it. And that's why they found all of us suckers for crafts who they're like, oh, we hit the gold mine with this. Why did we not think of this sooner? And they're starting to have everything. So yeah. Yeah, Linda, me too. Yes, Jennifer. What is y'all's temp? You're Arizona, so you're hot too. 14, Linda. Okay, so I bet he's had a good day then. Yeah, mine is too. And I guess they all are because, you know, they get trucks in different times. And if you hit it just right, though, I am one of those people like I want to buy, you know, like 5 of something, but then I feel bad but sometimes I'll mail the Ladies in Grace things, and so I need like multiples, a lot, and so, but I feel bad. I have started ordering and have it delivered to the store, but I don't love that. I like to just go see what they have because, you know, we all need to get out of the house and stuff. So I am going back with my copper and going on top of that base color that I made and just adding in this copper because I just like the color. And I'm not going to hit every single spot. I'm going to leave some in that kind of more muted color. And I think it's going to be pretty. So I'm just going to set this aside. I can set it right here and let that dry a second. And then do the same thing with this one. If you don't have a stick, what else could you use? I'm sure there's plenty of things that y'all can think of. A paintbrush, the end of your paintbrush would work. Or if you have a, if you grill and you have one of those skewers, that would work. So just kind of hitting this with that color, but leaving some of the other showing. So let me show y'all. That's going to be pretty. End of your scissors, perfect. Hi, Nilda. I love the copper too. I do love. Yeah, I just ordered. I'm going to be doing the craft-a-thon, y'all. So if you are a follower of Melanie Ferguson with Southern Crush at Home, I can't wait, y'all. You know what a big deal her craft-a-thons are. And so I get to present again. I'm super, super excited and grateful. August the 28th and 29th is her event. I'm on the 28th at 5:20. So I would love for y'all to put that on your calendar and come hang out. Let me tell you, last time I thought I was going to hyperventilate. I was so nervous. I don't even know why. Because you do exactly what we do all the time. You just get on there and make a craft, you know, whatever it is. But for some reason, every time I think I just wire myself up and get nervous, but it's always fun. Everybody's always really cool. So anyway, when you see people you know in the comments, immediately you're just like, oh, okay, I can do this. So that's why I say, if y'all are not too busy, put that on your phone calendar and come and hang out. It's only a 20-minute craft, 20 minutes. And what I'm making, I'm so excited about it. Like, I want to grab it. It's right over there, and I want to grab it and show y'all. But I can't. So when you're at the Dollar Tree, pick up things like this. This was Dollar Tree. Look how cute. It's got the fall colors. It's wired, and so you can make this, you know, whatever shape you need it to be. Yeah, it's a great event. Okay, so grab those because I might use those on this. But I am going to, yeah, they're going to have to dry some more. I can use my heat, but I'm going to go ahead and make my bow for y'all and show you another option. So you can use the beads like I showed you. You can put the beads like this, and then you would hot glue that to the back. Or what I like to do, the preferred method for me, is to drill holes. Just drill one hole here and one hole here with a small drill bit, and then put that through there. So grab some wire. You can use wire. You can use the jute, whatever. This is a little thick for that, but you know, any kind of wire that you have is cute to use instead of jute. So just see what you have. See what your husband has in the garage. You don't even know. Could be something super cute. So let me make a bow and show you that option. And this is going to be the kind of bow if you don't really like to make bows. I used to make wreaths and sell them, so I know how to make a bow. But this is just a little craft project. I don't need a big crazy bow. So I'm just going to make a pretty simple bow, and you guys get to see what my process is. But just, did I measure? You just kind of go for it about the length you want. You know, you can take this and you can kind of see that that's going to be good, or I'd probably actually want it a little shorter, so we might as well just snip it while we got it. So that's probably going to be a good length. I grabbed this. So here's my ribbon this is all pretty much new this year. And of course this color. So these are going to be cute together. Are y'all still hanging with me? Let's see. Most people. Thank you. Yeah, I don't ever come on this late. You do, Jennifer? Oh, thank you. No, I'm so glad you're presenting. Jennifer's presenting. In fact, Jennifer, put your link so that people can go find your page. She's with Imagine. Oh, I'm going to mess it up. Because you know what I say in my head. I told her once, the way she spells her business name, put that in there, Jen. I used to call it I'm a Jean in my head. So when I would see it, that's what I'd say. I'd say, oh, I have jeans on. And, you know, so I can never remember to say it right. But anyway, I'm excited that you're presenting. You're going to love it, and you're going to be so much fun. Everybody will love what you're doing. I already know what it is, so I know you will love it. This ribbon that I bought at Joann's, it is so cool. Can y'all see the texture? It's really, I don't know, it just feels like it's probably some type of polyester or something, or cotton, but you know, it's very delicate, really. So I'm going to, all I can really do with this, because I tried doing the dovetails earlier, and it's very hard. So I'm just going to cut that into an angle, and we're going to call that good, because I don't want to ruin it. The ends of it will kind of fray. Now, if you have that fray check, that works great. But yeah, I don't have it. So we're just going to be careful with that one and not do too much. And that's really all you need, besides maybe some raffia. So I have this that is, I'm going to use for something else. But you could take, I'm telling you, y'all, let's just do it. But like, you could take the smallest piece of this from the back. You don't need all of this for your project. So let's just take a little snip, right? Just take a little snip from the back. Nobody will ever know. Here they are. That's what I was looking for. I'll just take this one. A little snip of that, and maybe a little snip of this. Now, when I say that, see how there's these things on the back? No one's going to see if I take some of that. So I'm going to just take a piece, and it's totally okay. But that's how I get more use out of things. I've learned, y'all, some little tricks along the way. Okay, so I've got my raffia. You don't need a lot. Like, this is plenty. I'm going to take it and split it in half, and then kind of keep it kind of even, fold it over a couple of times, and that's good. So now I cut one end. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off pretty even. So now we've got this that we can use. We've got our two little pieces, and we're going to just assemble. Oh, and I do have this. This is really just like jute, just, you know, jute string, but there's no reason you can't put a little bit, if you have some, just to add some texture. So look around and see what you have, and probably have stuff from last year if you're like me, and can add, you know, and make something with what you have. You don't always have to go out and buy. Okay, so I think we have a good assembly. I am going to grab a little piece of jute, and that's how I will tie it up. Okay, so I've got one here, just a little piece that we can tie up. So then I just kind of bunch this in the middle. I'm sure y'all have seen these little simple bows. Take the next one and bunch it the same. Take one of the blues, pinch it, and just put it in. I'm just holding this with two fingers, really, just holding it on the back and holding it on the front. And then I can start adding some raffia. Just put that in there. Add one of these little pieces of jute. Now you could probably, it'd be cuter, let's just do that. It'd be cuter probably to make a loop with it instead of just putting it in one piece like that. So let's make a loop, and then another loop going the other way. And then we're going to add a little more raffia. And you just decide what you like. You know, this may not be for you, but you can still do this technique with fabric or ribbon of your choice. And then maybe do the blue on the top for the last thing. Just kind of pinch it there together. And that's all you got to do. And then I'm going to take my little piece of jute and wrap it around to the back. I'm holding all that really tight. And then I'm going to just kind of tie this knot. And you'll find what works for you. Sorry. I have to use my teeth, but. And then just make it tight, you know. So you're basically doing a little double knot back here. And that's it. And then I'm going to show you that it turned out cute. So we're talking easy, just throwing it together, not spending hardly any time on it. And then you just kind of, you know, you can fluff it out how you want it. But you get the idea. You can get a cute little bow from just a few things, and you've still got all that ribbon and all that other product left for your next things. So we can put this aside, and what I will do is hot glue a couple of these and a little sprig of berries and just zhuzh it up a little. So see, can you blur your eyes and see how that will be cute? Okay, so we'll set that aside, and we can go back and add our pumpkins. Let me dry them real fast. 30 seconds. Always say like 30 seconds. If you ever decide to buy one of these, I just want to warn you, don't have it where your children can use it. I burned myself. I didn't do too bad, but I'm just telling you, it's like fire. It's really not, you don't want to have kids around it or have access to it at all. So it's much safer to use a hairdryer, but this is quicker. And so since I do some of these videos, I'm going to show you what getting it too hot does. And you see how it bubbled up? Now, I think it's a cute look. And so you might want to do that on purpose, but I'm telling you, it just gets fire hot and really, really fast. I hope my glue gun will work here. So what I'm going to do is pop this on that hay bale. Come on, baby, I need you. I don't think it's my glue gun that's got an issue. I think it's the glue stick. So I'm going to pop this on here and also at an angle. So it's kind of like, you know, just popped on top of that little hay bale. And then do the same thing to here, but I'm just going to put this one down on the ground. Come on, come on. So I put a little bit here and then a little bit on the underneath side to hold it down. And just kind of buck that right up against the hay bale. Do y'all see the vision now? And you can see the dark now that you can see why I wanted that blue behind here, because it does darken it up. I didn't want a real white background, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're gonna put that bow on here. Oh, I love the blessings with love and joy, everyone. Thank you, Diane. So sweet. See, I'm telling y'all, I have the best community of people. The best. And I'm sure y'all do too. I'm sure everybody has. But I've not used this, obviously. I'm opening it in front of you, but I want to see how this would look to add just a little bit. But you know, what a great deal for $1. You can do a lot with this. So we're gonna try. You can, I'm thinking I can literally just pop this right back here if I can. And you know, you wouldn't even have to use hot glue, but to have a little something on that pumpkin, I probably will secure it with hot glue. I just kind of want to see how it looks first. And I am only going to use the orange. I'll save the red for something else. But this is what I mean about the Dollar Tree. It was on the end cap. I didn't go looking for this. I just was like, okay, yes, I definitely need that. I will use it. I knew I'd use it. So I'm going to pop this behind. I did put a little hot glue, and I'm popping it behind that pumpkin, so hopefully it'll stay. But that'll add a little something. And then for the stem that I took off, remember I took off its ugly little plastic stem? So I have a little bag of twigs. So if you have a yard with sticks, you know, go grab a stick, because a stick works perfect. And just take a little piece off and use that for your pumpkin stem. It just looks so much better than a plastic, you know, anything. So I'm putting just a dot of hot glue on that and then stick it right down in that pumpkin. And you can, you know, cut it off however short you want. And for these, I'm just kind of shoving it down there so I don't even have to cut it. One of them's going to go right into the spot where the original one was. Okay, so there it is so far. Do y'all see that? See the cute little berries that we added? And then it is ready for its bow. So I'm going to go ahead and hot glue this on now where I can control where it goes exactly before I put it up high on that thing. So let's just hot glue that down. Hot glue this down. So guys, this is the 1 year anniversary of Grace. So I've had Art and Grace for 2 years, but for 1 year we have had a art membership. And if you are in there, you can write it in the comments. Linda and Christy, y'all are in it. Thank you, Jane. I would love to have every one of y'all in it. I really would, because that's what I just thrive on, the friendship and the fun and, you know, doing things. We don't always do things together because everybody's not available, but we know each other and we support each other. And if anybody had a need, we'd meet it somehow. You know what I mean? So it's really fun to have a community of people for support and just, you know, we're all in this crazy thing together. And so anyway, if anyone is interested, I'd love to give you more info. Just type the word Grace into the search bar. I mean, not search bar, sorry, into the comments, and I will give you a link where you can read more about it and see if you think it's something you'd be interested in. Because we are open this month for our 1 year anniversary. Okay, so look how cute with the little stuff on it. I like it. Do y'all like it? Oh, Carrie's our newest member, yes. And Carrie was been in here. I don't know if she's still. Oh yeah, you still are. Yay! Thank you for the happy anniversary. I appreciate it. I'm excited because it's such a, you know, it's such a work in progress. I want it. I know how I want it to be eventually. We'll just need some more people in there to get there, but I'm excited. I love the ladies so much. Everybody's so kind and fun, and I love knowing about their lives, and I don't know, it's just a really good group. So I'd love to have more people in it. Anyway, that's the cute little bow. I'm gonna just literally hot glue this to it. Now you could do it flat, I guess, but I like to do it like right there on the front and let it be the showcase, you know. Let it show off a little. Okay, so pop that on in the middle. And I'll move my finger in a second. I just want it to get a good hold, but do y'all see? Isn't that copper pretty? This came from a $1 little wood piece from Michael's. A little bit of hay on top of a Jenga block. You've got the foam pumpkins with a little paint and a few little berries. But you see how many things that we can make when we kind of think outside the box. And this would be precious sitting on your desk at work, on a tier tray, on a shelf sitter, or just on a shelf if you have a couple of books and put this on top. So many ways that you could do something super cute. I think if anybody wants to make their own, I can put together probably 10 of these kits with the supplies that I have. So put that in the comments. Just put kit if you're interested, and I'd be happy to put it, you know, make a listing and put it up. It would not be very much once I add up all the cost of things. And it's lightweight, so it wouldn't cost much to ship. But there you go. I hope y'all liked it. I had a blast because knowing all of y'all were here. Thank you, Tracy. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Pat. Knowing y'all were here makes it so much more fun. And when I get off of here, I'm going to go read all your comments. So thank you for the hearts. Y'all are awesome. I seriously I love going live on Art and Grace because you guys show up and it makes it so fun. So thank you, thank you. Have a great night. And I challenge everybody to have your family tell you one thing that they're grateful for or something good that happened today. Let's be positive. As I get teary, but let's, focus on the good and thank God for the good things that we do have. Bye, guys. Have a good night.